Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Chiefs have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Vikings going up against the Chiefs. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
As always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led out by their 6'3" quarterback out of Ball State, the former Cardinal. It's Keith Wenning.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamental.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now Wenning. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Ball start, offense.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 13 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So second down, 3 yards to go now. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
This is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that takes us from second to third down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Matt Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And now running right through it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And lead leading them out there. We get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
Let's go!
Now Hundley. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Frazier. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Looking left side him, he's got a man. That's Frazier. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here's Matt Jones now as he trots back onto the field. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So they get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So it'll be first down here after the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss. Another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Let's go! 3-19! Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball. Then he made a nice tackle.
So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And out now come the Vikings. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go.
Throwing, Hundley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Gerald McCoy. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Jake Shum on to punt it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Able to get away. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Here's Garrett Swanson now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. And spinning now. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offensive. He's going to go. Matt Jones. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Matt Jones with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Set to go now is the punter, Jake Shum, will do the honors. This will be taken short, and some room to maneuver. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later, because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked them down in a hurry.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And out of bounds goes the punt. They will spot it here at the 35-yard line. And time for us now to talk about Matt Jones. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Look at the spin.
Balance.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I've got zero rooting interest in this game, but this is a lot of fun to watch. When you watch a guy get with his offensive line and have that great relationship, and I think it has to have been built during the week, during training camp, throughout the season, sitting and watching tape together, finding where the creases are, the gaps, knowing how guys are going to block. And right now, he's almost unstoppable.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines. And now here comes Kansas City. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, let's go.
They'll drop to throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Here's Garrett Swanson now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Here's Matt Jones now as he trots back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now they'll run on the draw. And some room to work. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. 3-19.
Caught here by Bell. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Garrett Swanson now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And time for us now to talk about Matt Jones. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Complete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Side complete. It's Buchanan. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain. Caught by Snead over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards on the pickup. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
Here we go now.
The quick slant caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now for the point after. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Here's the punter Shum to send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Jones has it over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go. Red 38.
They'll throw now on the final play. 20. He finds McCoy. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within 1 score in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
And this is back to a 5-point game. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. The Chiefs are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Vikings have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Chiefs have it midway through 1. The quick pass and completion is made, and he ends up at midfield before he's stopped on the play. Continuing on the drive, Hundley would find his mark in coverage. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. As that evens the score at 7-7. Now 1st and 10, Curry's going to look for a gap, and he'll go in for the score. The Vikings on top by 6. Vikings come out on 3rd and 4. Completion is made across the middle of the field. And after the short pass, he'll score. Vikings up now by 12. Chiefs lined up at the 48. Hundley's going to complete the pass, and this 2-play drive goes for a TD. The gap is close to 5. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Kansas City for the start of the second half.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Garrett Swanson now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now winning. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. This time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They run the counter now on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, let's go.
Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. Here's Matt Jones now as he trots back onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
That's an excellent run right there on 2nd and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in 3rd and manageable and back on schedule and trying to pick up a first down.
Throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Whoosh, over the middle, complete. That's Buchanan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Vikings on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
1st and goal from the 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll look to throw here. And that's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Now Hundley. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And here's a fair catch now, and boy, a very short punt will give them unbelievable field position. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Noah spins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Jacob Shum now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Throwing, Hundley. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves that you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
The Chiefs on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 38.
Now back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Garrett Swanson now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. The Vikings now heading on to the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Jones that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Buchanan. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down.
Here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Out is Brett Hundley and the rest of the offense as they'll take over here. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere.
And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. To throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Noah Spence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Jacob Shum now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only 1 time. This is 3rd and 8.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McCoy. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to throw here. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Let's go. Wide 9. Wide 9.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Here we go.
And Thomas has it. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still second down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On third down, it's Curry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Now here is the punter, Shum, as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll look to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Minnesota, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.